Hey y'all, it's Cece and welcome back to All Eyes on C. Today we're going to be talking about all things studying, how to study, tips on studying, things that I've tried that may help you, and because it's hard. Like, school is freaking hard, okay? Like, I don't understand. They make us think that we're just gonna take all of these dumb classes and then, I don't know. I don't get it, but it's good. We're gonna talk all things studying. I've probably watched so many videos on YouTube on like subject specific studying tips to like generally. Like, I used to watch this professor on YouTube who is amazing. He has like an hour lecture on how to study and it has helped me immensely. Literally changed the game for me. I can retain information and actually relate content to the subject and to real life. It's just an amazing thing. So yes, I'm a pre-med student. Right now it's my senior year at Georgia State, so it's very hectic, very hectic. So this is, you know, if I didn't know how to study, I wouldn't make it this far. So let's get right into the tips. So the first tip that I have for you guys is, it's 20 minutes on, 10 minutes off. So what you do is, what I usually do, I set my phone on the timer for 20 minutes. And that's the time where I drill it in. I sit down, I read through content, I do flashcards, just anything. Go over my notes, take notes, whatever you want to do. Just do it in that 20 minutes. And then when the timer goes off, set it for 10 minutes. And that's the time. Go on your phone, go take a breather, get up, do something, you know what I mean? Just take a little break, because what I learned is in that time you have this allotted set time that you're gonna study, and you know that you're gonna have a break. So you're not worried about your phone, you're not worried about anything else distracting you, because you know you're about to have a break. So you are actually retaining more information and you're actually paying attention and not distracted by anything else. This has literally, I can't even I can't even stress how this has changed the game for me, okay? Because I get so distracted, it's so bad. Any little thing so it's definitely helped me a lot. And I don't know, like, just try it at least one time just to see if it works for you. But it's definitely something that has helped a lot of people, because after 20 minutes, your brain goes everywhere. And this is scientifically proven. So just take that little break and then go right back into it. Bomb.com. The second tip is flashcards. Flashcards are literally my best friend. I know not everybody likes flashcards. It works for some people, doesn't work for others. They are literally, I'm studying right now, but these are my life. I take them everywhere I go. They're always in my purse, everywhere. If I'm sitting somewhere, I'm studying. If I'm at a restaurant, I'm studying. Like, it's just amazing. So flashcards aren't necessarily only for definitions. I literally will write questions to myself, like, on the flashcards, because as I'm taking notes, I'll be like, oh, that's a good question. Like, I'll just test myself. So I'll just make it into a flashcard. Also, when I do flashcards, the best and most efficient, non-time consuming way to use your flashcards is, I'll go over the first flashcard, right? And then I'll add a second one. So I'll do the first two. Once I know the second one, I go back to the first. And I do the second, then I add a third. Then I go back to the first, do the second, third, then add another one. So I'm constantly going back over the thing that I learned first. And it'll literally just be second nature to you at that point. It doesn't take long. It's literally, memorization is key if you know the content. You can't just look at something and memorize it and can't relate it to something, because then it just goes. Like, you won't have anything to relate it back to. So make sure you're not only memorizing it, make sure you're actually learning it and applying it to something. So that definitely works for me. If you don't like making actual physical flashcards, if you lose them all the time, try a Quizlet. And most of the time, people that have taken the subject before that you're looking for will already have most of the flashcards on Quizlet, so you can use theirs if you want. But love flashcards. I'm sorry if you don't, they're just amazing. So the third tip is make sure you're reading material. Make sure you're reading your textbook, and if you have a question, if you get to something that you don't know while you're reading, just jot it down and then go to your teacher and ask in office hours. Utilize your TAs. Everything is there for you. And I think I didn't really learn this until my sophomore year. I never went to go see the teacher, and when I started doing that, you build a relationship and they will spend more time with you going over the material. Like any little question, it's important to ask questions, okay? Important to ask questions. So the third tip is you can do study groups. The only thing about study groups is if you don't know the material yourself and you go to a study group, it will not be beneficial to you at all. It'll probably even make you more confused, because a lot of people have different ways of learning or explaining, and if you're listening to how somebody is explaining something, it's not the source. Maybe they don't really know themselves and they're just now they're confusing you, and that's a wrong question on a test, and we can't get that because we are here for the A's, honey, okay? So make sure you know your stuff. But yes, I mean, it's just really important to go over your material. Make sure you're going over your stuff every day. I know it helps me, like after a lecture or something in class, go over it that night. Make sure you're reading over things. If there's, you know, problems, specific problems that the teacher has went over, make sure you try to do it yourself, maybe on a whiteboard or on the paper. Go over the stuff, because if you just, you know, you have class on Tuesday, you learn something new, come back Thursday, you didn't look at it since Tuesday, you're not learning anything. So make sure every time you go to study, you're reviewing information that you've learned before. And I promise you, I am a straight A student. This has literally helped me throughout college. Like I wish I would have learned this a long time ago, but I will tell you, you will get an A. You will get an A, and that's what we're here for, okay? I'm here for it, you're here for it, that's why we're here. So I hope these study tips help you. Just try it out. Try the 20 minutes thing, 10 minutes off. Try flashcards if you haven't tried them before. It's definitely like, you can study anywhere. You don't have to take anything but your flashcards. Just try it. So let me know if you guys have any study tips for me, because your girl, you know, I'm here for the A's, okay? So comment down below if you have any suggestions, any comments. Yeah. I hope you guys get an A. I hope you guys are retaining information and we're getting it together. So thank you guys so much for watching, and I'll see you next Sunday.